Greetings and welcome to this video log. Now, I've various things to say. The first thing is that I haven't done a video log for a while because I've had so much on getting my new show ready for the Edinburgh Festival. I'm currently in the Edinburgh Festival. Now, what I wanted to say was basically the flat I'm in is the most amazing flat. There's me in here and Ian, my manager, and Aaron, who is my assistant. And we're all in together, and it's got a mezzanine floor and palatial with amazing sitting room and bathrooms. And anyway, it's the most amazing, and I can't believe how badly I've chosen this angle for the video. The point I'm making is, you see, I kind of thought, oh yes, it'd be nice to make a video log in the flat, and you can kind of see the flat, but it's just terrible, isn't it? You just see a bit of door. You can see I'm sitting on this quite nice chair, but I'm sort of blocking the chair so you can't even see it. I just think this video is astonishingly poorly composed from a visual point of view and badly lit. Anyway, that won't stop me carrying on. There are various things I wanted to say. One is that I've been putting together a list of, you know how you get like if you have to say, like you're on the phone and they say, spell your name or something, you have to say A for Apple, or obviously the police say Alpha, Bravo, Tango and all those different things. Well, I've started to put together here a list of different things with different letters, but which are really confusing. So I want to make the most confusing possible alphabetical list. For example, I for A, A-Y-E, I, and or A for aisle, A-I-S-L-E, and also I for aisle, so they're both aisle. There's I, E-Y-E, I. There's also Qatar, Q-A-T-A-R, and Qatar with a C. Mnemonic, P-N-E-U, etc. Xylophone, I suppose it sounds like a Z. U, Y-E-W. Pseudo, or pterodactyl is another one. Knight with a K. And there are various other. Choir, quite like that, choir. C, S-C-A. And there's also V for vice and W for vice, W-E-I-S-S. So, I'm putting together this confusing alphabet. So, if you have any suggestions, please suggest them. Now, because I want to get the most confusing one. Other things, I've just a few things to note down. Keep it quite short, this video. One is there's been adverts on in London, and it's ridiculous. The adverts in London, and it's for Gatwick Airport, like saying, oh yes, the obvious place to expand airports is Gatwick. I mean, you don't have an advert for an airport. I mean, people don't support an airport. I mean, people might say, yes, I always fly on British Airways, I find it's a very good airline. But you don't sort of say, oh yes, I always fly from Gatwick. I prefer the runways at Gatwick. It's just a bit smoother, nicer. Oh no, don't go from Heathrow. Oh, I wouldn't touch Stansted. Oh no, the taxiing at Stansted, very uneven. Oh, I don't like Luton. Toilets at Luton Airport are not very, just stop putting adverts for Gatwick Airport. The other things I wanted to say was two things really. One is that I employ a couple of people. As I mentioned, Aaron is in a flat. And I just wanted to make the point that I think it's very important, and people perhaps don't really mention this, but very important to engender in one's staff a belief in the afterlife and of the riches ahead. Because, well, basically, as it's fairly obvious, I don't pay my staff good wages, but I always say to them they will be rewarded later in the afterlife. And we often have sessions where we sit down and talk about the afterlife and the sort of things they might receive then, and obviously in huge contrast to what they receive in this life, which is absolute pittance. I also wanted to say just one other thing that just was in my head earlier from when I was at school. Well, basically, when I was at school, there was this teacher, and he was a music teacher, and obviously you can imagine that you've done a music degree at university and you're thinking, yes, I could perhaps become one of the top musical conductors of orchestras in the world, but you end up as a music teacher, so there's a slight bitterness. And then he was conducting us in Bruckner's Fourth Symphony in the school orchestra, which was completely too difficult for us. And then what I got on my nerves about it was this thing of when people don't do things well, but then they criticise excellence. They criticise excellent things as if that's like he said, like we said, you know, we've just played Bruckner's Fourth Symphony, but it was all the wrong notes, it was hopeless, it was useless. He just said, well, even if you took a top orchestra like the Berlin Philharmonic, there'll be someone there playing the wrong note. Yes, there'll be lots of wrong notes. No, there won't be someone playing the wrong notes because they are an excellent orchestra. You know, just get over it, mate. They are good, we are crap. Just move on. Anyway, that was what I wanted to say. So now, in a slightly abrupt manner, I will now curtail this video live.